YouTube, my name is Karen Pasqua and I'd like to take a couple minutes of your time today to talk about some challenging issues facing people who have disabilities. So my husband Marco, he has a disability and it makes it so that he uses a wheelchair for the vast majority of his day. In 2010, he got a brand new wheelchair fully funded by the government. It was fantastic. It opened new doors for him and let him access things that he wasn't able to do before. Now, of course, his chair is falling apart, so we need to get him a new one. So about a year and a half ago, we embarked on the journey of trying to get him a new wheelchair. It was referrals, it was wait lists, it was months and months and months of time before we finally got to see the occupational therapist who did the assessment, did everything required, and here we thought, great, the chair is right around the corner. He's going to have his new wheelchair so that he can have that same feeling of having a brand new wheelchair to get him around the city in his best way possible. Would you believe that a year and a half later we still don't have that chair? We don't have Marco's new wheelchair. Right now we're at a point where it needs to be ordered, and unfortunately, unlike in 2010, the government is no longer covering wheelchairs. They will pay up to $3,500 for the chair and another $500 for seating. But that means they're only covering what's minimally medically required. That doesn't mean that they'll cover things that'll make your life easier. Things like making the chair lighter, using a package that makes it titanium. That's not covered. And that makes it harder for him to push, harder for me to put it into my car at the end of the day. So here we are facing a bill of $9,700 that the government will only cover about $4,000. We don't really know what to do at this point, so the occupational therapist suggested that we try to go through extended health funding. We tried to do that, submitted for an application, waited months and months again, only to find out that he wasn't accepted for that funding because the insurance decided that his pre-existing condition disqualified him from funding. Of course his disability is a pre-existing condition. That's why we were applying for the funding, because the government won't cover it. The other thing is that if we do go through the government funding, it means that we may get hit with a larger bill than we expect at the end. So they'll cover up to $4,000, but that's not guaranteeing that they will cover $4,000. So we may get a bill for $5,000, we might get a bill for $7,000. At that point, we've already committed to getting his new wheelchair. At this point, friends have told me the best thing to do is go start a GoFundMe page, ask friends and family for help. To me, that's not acceptable. Canada has a healthcare system. That's what it's designed for. To start a GoFundMe page and beg my friends and family for money, that just strikes me as unCanadian. That's not okay to me. If we're being told that that's what our system should provide, that's what our system should provide. So instead, here I am making this video out of absolute frustration that my poor husband doesn't have the equipment that would make him as able-bodied as the rest of us, to allow him to be as included in the community as possible, to access everything that he wants to do. Right now he can't really go to the gym and work out because the brakes on his wheelchair are broken, because his backrest doesn't provide the support that it needs, and his cushion is worn thin. We're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. So what I encourage you to do is share this video. Let people know that there are people like us in this world who need help, who needs support of our government and looking for what is to be expected. So please share this video with your MLA, with Justin Trudeau, tweet it, Facebook it, Instagram it, share this video with everybody you know who may have some influence with our government. That's all I'm asking, is for that everybody who has a person with a disability in their life, that they have the equipment and the funding that they need to be citizens of this community, to be actively contributing members of society.